Have you ever hit that quiet realization that the people you once leaned on may not always be there when you need them? It's a sobering truth of aging. Children grow preoccupied with their own lives. Siblings battle their own health challenges. Friends scatter, move away, or sadly pass on. One day you catch yourself asking, who's really there for me now? That question can sting, but here's the brighter side. You don't have to fear it. You can prepare for it. In fact, you can create a life in your 70s and beyond where you feel steady, capable, and fulfilled, even if no one else is holding you up. This isn't about bitterness. It's about wisdom. Because the strongest supports in life don't always come from family, they come from places most people never think to look. And if you cultivate them, they'll never abandon you. Let's talk about the 5. 1. Strength in movement. Mobility isn't just about walking. At 70 and beyond, it's about freedom. Being able to rise from a chair without help. Cooking your own meal. Stepping outside to feel the breeze without waiting for someone's arm. That's independence in its purest form. When you move on your own, you gain more than physical strength. You gain emotional peace. You stop fearing that you're a burden. You live with dignity. And no, mobility doesn't mean sprinting marathons. It means protecting your joints, keeping your balance, and building enough muscle to trust your legs. Simple habits, stretching, a daily walk, or light strength work, can extend your freedom for years. I think of Rosa, a 76-year-old woman I met at a senior center. Every afternoon she practices slow Tai Chi movements in the garden. I asked her why. She smiled and said, because every move I make today is one less favor I'll need to ask tomorrow. That's power. Your body doesn't give up because of age. It listens to how you use it. Move it, and it keeps fighting to move. Stop, and it quickly forgets. So, protect your independence by moving every day, no matter how small the step. Because in the end, your legs may be the most loyal companions you'll ever have. 2. Simple finances, steady mind. At this stage of life, peace doesn't come from wealth. It comes from clarity, from knowing what you need, what you can manage, and not drowning in financial clutter. Too many people in their 70s get tangled in bills, accounts, subscriptions, debts. And every tangle chips away at peace of mind. You lie awake worrying, will my savings last? What if I can't afford care later? But here's the truth. Money chaos drains life. Simplicity restores it. When your finances are clear and minimal, your mind can rest. Take my friend Arthur, 79, who once owned multiple properties. He sold the extras, moved into a modest home, canceled what he didn't need, and kept one credit card. For the first time, he told me, I feel lighter than I did in my 40s. Financial simplicity isn't weakness. It's strength. It's freedom from depending on others to sort your mail, explain your bills, or solve your problems. You know exactly what's yours. And that makes you the captain of your own ship. So cut the clutter. Cancel, combine, and track. When your money is simple, your life becomes steady, and peace follows. 3. Health habits that never quit. Doctors help. Family helps. But the biggest health support is you, and what you do every day. It's not glamorous. It's not about expensive supplements or fancy diets. It's about consistency, walking, drinking water, stretching, eating nourishing meals, taking your medicine on time. Routine is powerful. It removes the burden of choice. You don't ask, should I walk today? You just walk. And that predictability builds confidence. It tells your brain, I am still in control. Consider Maria, 82. Every morning, she puts on the same hat, makes her tea, writes 3 lines in her journal, and walks to the corner store. She says, it's not the tea, it's not the walk, it's reminding myself every day that I still belong to life. That's the gift of a health routine. It keeps your body working longer, but more importantly, it tells your mind, you matter. You're still showing up for yourself. And that is support you can never lose. 4. Emotional grit. Life after 70 carries losses, of loved ones, health, or old roles you once lived for. If you let those losses crush you, you shrink. But if you build resilience, you rise. Resilience doesn't mean never crying. It means feeling pain, but not drowning in it. It's saying, this hurts, but I will stand through it. One woman, Helen, told me after losing her husband, every night, I sit with a cup of tea by the window. Some nights I cry, some nights I don't. But I always tell myself, I made it through today. That small ritual kept her strong. Resilience isn't just for the big tragedies. It's for the small disappointments too, when a child forgets to call, or you can't do what you used to. Emotional grit frees you from being dependent on others' choices for your happiness. And here's the secret, the more you practice it, the less you fear what comes next. 5. Your own code of living. When all else shifts, values remain. A personal code, your own principles, is perhaps the deepest support you can lean on. It doesn't have to impress anyone, it only has to guide you. Maybe it's honesty, gratitude, self-respect, or a rule to forgive quickly. Whatever it is, it's yours. And it anchors you when the world feels unsteady. I once met James, 85, who kept a notebook titled, My 5 Rules. They were simple: speak kindly, keep promises, waste nothing, pray before bed, leave each day with no regret. He told me, I don't need people to remember me. I just need to live in a way I respect. That's dignity. Your code is your compass. It keeps you steady when others let you down. It's proof that even if family fades, your integrity remains. Final thoughts. So what does all this mean? It means that true support after 70 may not come from your children, your siblings, or even your closest friends. It comes from you. From your habits, your routines, your resilience, your clarity, and your values. That realization is not lonely. It's liberating, because when you can rely on yourself, you never really feel abandoned. You walk with dignity, even on the quietest days. Now, here's a gentle challenge. Ask yourself, which of these 5 supports is already strong in your life, and which one do you want to begin building today? Small steps, taken consistently, become the pillars of a peaceful life. Thank you for being here. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. It helps us keep creating wisdom-filled content for you. You are stronger than you realize. And the older you grow, the more that strength becomes your greatest support.